Hey guys, what's up? It's Control here from THF, and today I've got the first episode of a new FIFA 13 series that I'm bringing to my channel. I'm not really too sure what to call it yet, but it's a manager mode, and I'm going to be starting off with a really rubbish team, York City. They play in the Emperor League 2 in England, and they're only a half-star team, so I've got quite a lot of work to do to try and build them up and try and get somewhere with them. I'm going to try and get them to the Barclays Premier League and hopefully actually win that. So that's kind of the aim of the series. And what you're really watching now is me kind of looking at my squad, picking my team, doing all the manager kind of things you need to do. And now what I'm actually doing right now is sorting out my team, and you'll see me go and trying to sign some players, and you'll see I've spread this up quite a bit. So I thought it was quite funny because the music goes really quickly, and hopefully that's not too annoying, but I thought it was makes it just a little bit faster and a lot easier, so the video isn't like an hour long when you're watching me just setting it all up. But I do make quite a lot of changes. I bring in a couple of players. All the players are signed with free agents, and that's a really good tip. I got help from my two friends, Sean, who I play a lot with on Xbox, and Mark, or THFX Loopy. They really helped me out because they had already started their career mode with York City, and they figured out that you could actually get some pretty good free agents for pretty cheap. So they recommended me getting a 28-year-old striker called Broski, and he's really good. And they also then said to get a left mid called Azogi or something like that. I know I probably haven't pronounced these names right, so I apologise for that, but I really have no idea how to say them, so not much I can do. So basically, if you guys are wanting to start off a career mode with a really bad team, I would definitely recommend going to look at free agents. There's quite a lot of them, and they don't actually have to be young when you start off. Like Borowski's 28 or 27 years old, and he still has really good stats. Okay, they might go up, but you're York City. You're not looking for any amazing players at this stage, at least. Maybe further down the line you might find some young talents, but at this stage you're kind of looking for some solid players to try and win your games in Power League 2 when you're not coming up against the amazing teams that you might do in later seasons. So definitely recommend going to try and find or sign some free agents. And also, if you're starting a career mode within Power League 2 sides, what I've noticed is they always have massive squads. My reserves had about 10 players on it, and I didn't need that. So what I did is I went and tried to sell out as many as I could. Now obviously, because they play for York, they're not going to go for much, but anything to you at this stage is so important. See, you might not realise that you look at the price of them. Like, I've got players that I sold for like 50k or whatever, and that's like pretty much nothing for a footballer, but that's actually not what you want the money for. You actually want them off your wage bill. So a player that's worth 50k might be on 1,000 or 500 quid a week. I mean, they get it off your wage. That allows you to buy another player, or if when you sell a couple, you could actually buy a pretty decent few replacements. That's what you kind of need to think of. It's not, you're not trying to sell them for the price, if you like that, if you get what I mean. So even the cheapest players could actually help you out a lot. And then I try and sign some more, but not a lot goes on, and then you see, like, this is a kind of boring bit of the video because all you see is me skipping through the days and tons of transfer things that I don't really care about. And see, there's a perfect example there, the guy selling really cheap, not worth much, but helped me get some more some more money basically to put towards other players. So yeah guys, and then that's another thing that's key. Remember, you have the budget allocation. It's there for a very good reason. Just make sure you don't even bother with having any money to actually buy players. Just sign free agents. You will get like a couple of grand if you just change that slightly. Oh, and another thing that I should mention is when you go into start your career mode, you choose the difficulty. I'm playing world class as the opponent difficulty, and the build difficulty is actually set to I can't remember, it's like strict. I don't know like the name is. I can't remember, but basically what that means is if I sell a player, I only get 60% of the price or what I've sold them for. So it makes it very very difficult with a team like your City that have very little money to start off with, and when you go and try and sell players, you're not going to get that much for them. That just brings back another thing, that you're not selling players at this point for their actual price. You're selling them to get them off your wage bill. The 60% doesn't affect that. You still have that wage to spend on whatever you want. So I would definitely recommend trying to do that if you want to start off with a crap team, try to build them up. And it is very frustrating, it is very very annoying sometimes, but when you end up winning and you can beat some teams, it feels very very good. So now you see me just putting some guys up for sale, and I just simmed all the friendlies. You see me now simming them all. I think I lost them all. That's not really surprised, and I was really annoyed because Grofsky was going to be my star striker, the man up front. He actually got injured for 6 weeks, which is crazy. For the first game he's ever played, I was very annoyed. They got injured in the first match, was not happy at all, especially because it was a friendly. It didn't mean anything. Maybe if it was like the FA Cup final, then yeah, okay, fair enough, when you're expected to be up and down the park all the time, but not in a friendly, I mean, seriously. So I was missing him for the first few games, and if you guys are wondering, you will actually see some goals today. You might be thinking, oh god, shut up and talk about some goals and give us some goals, but they are coming. I just thought I would show you all this, just to show you what kind of stuff I would do to start off a career mode with a crap team such as this. It is very, sometimes it can be tricky, and sometimes you need things to go your way, like selling people or people coming to you at a decent price, but you get used to it. And now goes in, this is the last final, I get beat again. Wasn't really a big deal, but because it's only a friendly. And now we are coming up finally to our first game of the season. Very important, as you see me trying to sell or sign a few people. Can't really tell from here which it is, but and then another injury as well. A guy called, oh wait a minute, maybe, sorry, I was wrong there. I don't think I got another injury, that's fine. So yeah, here we go, it's our first game. I can't even tell you who that is, to be honest. But, so this is our first goal. I managed actually to take the lead in this game. A good turn, and I love this finish. It was off the crossbar, bouncing almost on the line and into the goal. I actually really like that goal. The way he turns really quickly and smashes it past the keeper. That is a top finish. But I couldn't keep a clean sheet, and I ended up conceding from this goal. Pretty sloppy defending, to be honest. I shouldn't have dived in. It was my mistake, and I got punished. But then I managed to find a winner from, oh god, I can't tell you right now, but it's a good run, and Doig is in and is clinical with the strike right into the top corner, and that was in the I can't see it, either the 90th or the 80th minute. I think it's maybe the 80th, but I don't know. But that was how it finished. Managed to pick up the first win, which is really important. and I'll speak to you guys later in the next episode.